Today's Metal Gear Solid Sucks episode. You were speculating on what happens.
Well, about Fortune, like what happens when she's driving in a car and she gets into a car accident? Does the other car just go flying off the road?
It glitches out like some kind of fucking like some kind of physics
Like
error.
GTA
Some
4. It's like
Grand
GTA
Theft Auto glitch.
Yes.
Just goes flying out. The other car goes flying into the sky. Just goes into orbit.
Good show.
Fucking-
Make sure to like, share, comment,
She's
subscribe.
Well, I was just gonna say she's a woman driver, so it
Yeah,
doesn't
what's-
matter. It
That's
doesn't
the
matter.
other
if she
guy
has
looking
the-
at it goes, "It's a dud."
What? It's a dude. But what? I mean, if she gets into a car, is the car just gonna fucking teleport away from her? It's not. It's not magic or fucking luck. It's only the most advanced Patriots technology.
That's another wonderful part of the game is when it gets proven that she has magical powers just out of nowhere.
Yeah,
and
because
it's never explained.
after it's established that she doesn't have
She
magical
does have
powers.
Magic powers.
Then all of a sudden, she has magic power. She has the power to have all the powers she wants. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, after establishing that she can't.
She's kind of like Rey from fucking Star Wars.
Yes.
Or
She
Ray
has no
from
weaknesses.
Evangelion.
Which one's better? I don't know. Maybe it's impossible to know these
They're
things.
about the same tier.
So they're both great.
They're both perfect.
Both
They have no
perfect.
weaknesses.
They have no weaknesses. They're wonderful. They're best girl. I mean, in the Star Wars sequels, Rey is the best girl because what's the competition? Some fucking old coke hag.
Are you talking about the one with the purple hair who fucking does a suicide bombing into
No.
the white supremacy?
No, I'm talking about Leia.
Oh.
But yeah, fucking that. I mean, I don't really care about that. It's like, oh, it's technology that makes bullets go around, but it's weird that it's strangely vague. Like they never say
It would be impossible. No matter which way you slice it.
Well, what I assumed is
really
it's some kind
I
of
wonder if that technology could deflect the Patriots spinning bullets.
yeah, exactly.
No, it couldn't
You mean
because
the-
the
you
spinning
mean the-
bullets are
the-
so genius.
You mean the Patriot gun in MGS3 that Bossu Chanu has?
Wasu Chanu. I hope you're using that as the background for all these videos now.
It's not the background, but I put it down in the corner.
Okay. That's good. That's
It's
fine.
actually but below our Patreon link. Remember to donate to our Patreon for more great content like this.
more genius, perfectly immaculately crafted content like this. I bet you've been looking for this all your life.
Here's the thing: is that what I always assumed is that the fucking it's like some kind of satellite based fucking like magnetic thing that would make bullet. But it's like even then it's complete
No.
fantasy. It's
That's
childish,
ridiculous.
silly,
That's
dumb,
ridiculous.
fantastical fantasy horse shit.
It's like Fantastic Four levels of being bad.
Yeah. But it's
So bad it's like the comics.
And then I assumed what happened was the GW system was messed up because they installed the fires, and so it makes it work for her again just by sheer chance. It's the magic, and by that time I was like, I don't care.
No, that's not what's being implied.
But the thing
That
is,
is not what's being implied by
they-
the story.
they
The story
don't
implies
imply that
she
she
has
dies.
real fucking psychic powers.
they don't imply that she dies. They don't imply that she lives, and you never see her again, and you never hear about her again. So is she dead because she gets shot in the chest? But he's like, oh, your heart's at the right, which is some kind of reference to who the fuck knows. When she gets shot in the heart, but then it wasn't on the heart because fucking Ocelot with the magic arm says, oh, I remember, your heart's on the right. And it's like,
It was
why?
it was just bad luck. He unluckily didn't shoot her directly in the heart.
But why is her heart on the right? Is that some kind of, like, really pointless, out of nowhere, meaningless, stupid reference to how manga gets fucking mirrored in America? And so, like,
Yeah,
things
it's
on the
like
right
it-
are on the left
It's
and
like
shit?
in Japan where they have to know your blood type because your blood type determines your entire future.
Yeah, but it becomes it's a plot point in this game, but it's a plot point that doesn't mean anything because it has no bearing on her or anything that happens. But it's like, is she dead? So is Fortune dead in the game or what? Or
Yeah,
not?
you know what? We never really even find out.
No.
I mean, it's a pretty grievous wound no matter what. You would think she'd still die anyway. I assume, because you never see her again, unless she's in a cutscene in MGS4, which, if that's the case, I wouldn't even know.
She might be in one of the pachinko games.
Yeah, she's in. Yeah, that's the thing. Oh, she comes back in the pachinko game, but it's like it's stupidly lazy, and just again, it's Kojima not really thinking his story through. He was too busy like acting all this philosophical. Ooh, it's so deep. Just
it's about the fucking theme of the entire game is meme. And it's
yes.
Like, what?
It's like what? Who cares?
Wow, good one, man.
Yeah, Kojima, you're so genius. The theme of the game is memes and jeans and just fucking shut up.
Put my ass. It's so deep. Put my ass to sleep.
Yes, it really doesn't have it. The theme of memes is supposed to act like, oh, it's it ties in, all of it ties in together with Snake
like
and Raiden,
like poetry. It rhymes.
Yeah, it's like, oh, because Raiden is wondering about his place in life and what does it all mean to him, and is his life
that could have actually worked. With a good writer, that whole thing could have worked, because the whole idea is that he kind of forgot his past, his deep dark past.
Yeah, of being like a white, for some reason, a white child soldier in Africa. And the thing is, it doesn't have any payoff. There's nothing that happens at the end where it's like, oh, Raiden learned to what? He was still killing people. He was slashing people to ribbons with a fucking magic, high-frequency, vibrating sword that made people spray blood.
Well, you can turn it around
cartoonishly.
You can turn the sword around so that it becomes non-lethal.
But again, that doesn't have any bearing on the story, because that's just a personal player choice. Plus, if you stab somebody with the blunt side, it's not going to fucking not kill somebody.
It actually does still kill people if you stab them with the blunt side.
No, it doesn't. It fucking it knocks them out more, doesn't it? I don't. It's been like 20 years since I fucking played it.
We played it a lot, though.
Not 20 years, but about 15. And fucking, I remember at that point, it was so pointless to not bother killing anyone. That was just ripping people in half the entire time.
The blood spray effect was actually really fucking
It was kind of cool, because it was slightly procedural, so any place that your sword actually fucking physically hit somebody's body, that's where the blood would spray out.
In fact, that's one of the things, is they should have given you...
They should have given you that sword.
Wigs and shit. They should have given you that sword as a plus game benefit.
Absolutely. They should have given you that sword for the plus game, so you could bring it anywhere. And I thought that...
it's already
I thought they would, and I thought that they would let you play on the other shell while it was still intact, because clearly they designed all the other parts of the shell, and then they just never used them, because
where did it go?
They ran out of fucking space from the from all the fucking cutscenes and the fucking dialogue. So
to add FMV cutscenes. That's another.
So thank you, Kojima, for taking
cutscenes.
Yeah, thank you, Kojima, for taking away fucking gameplay that could have been there, because you were busy trying to act like a fucking auteur with your dumb gay storytelling. And it's the people make so many fucking apologies and excuses for that. Completely missing the fucking point that it is a detriment to the gameplay. And again, it was really bad in 2. It got worse in 3, because 3 could have had way more fucking content, way more actual gameplay content, way more elements of the survival system, that whole survival system where you actually had to feed on animals to survive. In the game, you don't need to feed on animals to survive. You could just feed on animals, and it will give you some stamina, along with the fucking 20 fucking product placement whoring calorie mates and fucking regain that they put into the game. As fucking, for paid product placement. Again, the game should have been, you need to hunt animals in order to survive, not you can hunt animals to sometimes just do something that doesn't fucking matter. So that's another reason why MGS3 sucks.
You get so much stamina anyway. In fact, one of the necessary elements of the game is to get the what was it, the fear camo, which drains your stamina really fast.
Yeah,
but it gives you near max.
That was one of the only good things about the fucking camo system was you get the fear camo that drains your stamina fast enough that it justifies having to ever hunt any animal in the game, because otherwise there's no reason. You just do it because you can. And that's, that system would have been great in a game that actually justified it. But again, fucking Metal Gear Solid just doesn't fucking justify it. What the fuck is this?
What the fuck is going on here?
There's a key code fucking pad here. I discovered the mysterious cave. But there's a fucking keypad here. I have no fucking clue what it's for. Anyways.
You might be doing are you doing the quest where you have to go into the cave and find the secret treasure? Yeah, you'll have to go back in there.
It says retrieve viable storage beats, and it's probably bugging out. I mean, that's what I expect from these games, is bugging out. But I don't know what the fuck it's for. What is it? It doesn't show any quest being pointed out this way.
This game is one of the most stable, unstable games I've ever played.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's Bethesda. What do you expect? But anyways,
I especially don't get when people are like, oh, I love old CRPGs, and then it's like, I'm playing the new Fallout 4 and it crashed once. It crashed once in 400 hours game. This game is so unstable, and it's like,
this game's a piece of shit.
You like fucking CRPGs or not?
Yeah, because
if you like CRPGs, you should be used to that.
Yeah, especially after Fallout 2, which fucking is still...
Yeah, which is still more unstable.
To this day, Fallout 2 is more unstable than Fallout 4. And always will be. In fact, fucking Fallout 4 and 79 are more stable than even fan-patched New Vegas. And New Vegas is a good game because it's got that writing and stuff, but, sometimes I just want to tootly-do around cooperatively with my brother without no questions
asked. It's one of the things that a lot of people have been asking for a while, and then they get it, and it's like, this game is online.
People don't appreciate tootly doing enough because they're plebs. They're lesser people, the Untermensch, if you will, the inferior, nobody, normie cattle, nameless numberhead man. Do we have anything else to say about how Fortune sucks in Metal Gear Solid 2 or fucking
Fortune
Vamp?
does suck. She's very whiny.
Vamp just free runs up a wall.
She gets shot
because of nanomachines. Because of nanomachines, he can just straight up run up a fucking giant pylon.
He's just straight up a vampire, and it's like, oh, so that's why they call him They call him Vamp because he's a vampire.
No, because he's bisexual.
Because he's a faggot. Because he's a faggot.
He's a faggot. But the thing is, that also proves that Hideo Kojima had no plans. He had no future foresight or foreshadowing for anything in the Metal Gear Solid games. His answer to that is fucking, he had nanomachines, so he can run right up a wall.
Nanomachine. They're fucking magic nanomachines.
Yeah,
they're ridiculous.
You can tell Kojima had no idea for that. The Magic Hand also, where fucking Magic Hand makes Ocelot's voice change completely to a different, just not even an imitation, just a different voice entirely.
Yeah, it's not even an impersonation, it's straight up a different voice.
Yeah, and their attempt to explain that is hilariously fucking pathetic. In MGS4,
he ate all the genes came in through the arm.
Yes, the recessive genes
brain cells. He got brain cells in his arm.
Yeah, he had brain cells in his arm. That's actually what was being implied in MGS2 was that the brain cells in fucking Liquid Snake's arm went into fucking Ocelot's body when he grafted the arm onto his body. That's actually what happens. We're not making this up. That's actually what happens in the game. Is brain cells in his arm fucking take over Ocelot's body when he grafts the arm onto his body. Because in MGS1, Ocelot loses his arm and gets cut off by that ninja. That exoskeleton, that kind of shit.
That exoskeleton.
And then he shows up in MGS2, and he has a completely different plot and backstory out of nowhere, but he doesn't do the gesture like in MGS3, implying that that's yet another thing that Kojima just made up out of nowhere to fucking act like, I had this backstory all along, and it's just out of nowhere. He had no plans for the sequels or the prequels to have any connection or any explanation to each other.
He went around driving a Ford.
And that's
good job, guy.
And that's all proof of that, though, is the arm, the magic arm, and the explanation, and the nanomachines, how everything was explained away, hand-waved away with plot magic nanomachines in MGS4, where in 2... there's mention of nanomachines having an actual realistic In fact, that was one thing in Metal Gear Solid 1 that was good, is that they mentioned nanomachines, and like, we injected you with nanomachines that let you... that carry oxygen, and they simply release more oxygen into your bloodstream. It's all it is like tiny fucking microscopic containers of oxygen, so you can hold your blood, your breath better while you're going through the fucking water.
What nanomachine? It's like what nanomachines are actually capable of.
Yeah, what they actually are, whereas in Metal Gear Solid 4, nanomachines turn into just pure magic.
Just magic.
And then in Metal Gear Solid 5, it turns into parasites. It's all parasites instead of nanomachines.
Fox dies nanomachines. Yeah. Fox die becomes nanomachines instead of just a genetically engineered virus.
Yeah, exactly. It's just fucking... just stupid. And again, it shows that Kojima wasn't thinking ahead of time and you know, planning all these plot lines to pay off, you know, with oh, the arm has this explanation. That was Kojima backed into a corner of idiocy where people like, no, that's the
his own
stupidest
fault, too.
Yeah, yes.
It's his own fault. Nobody made him fucking give a character a magic fucking arm.
Yeah, exactly. The fucking and that was the thing, is that people the apologists, the fanboy faggots, were making excuses for that, and still will. They'll be like, "Oh no, he took the arm. Ocelot got the arm grafted onto him. Now it's taking over his mind." And it's like, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard. No, it's possible. No, it isn't. It's possible in this universe.
Cannot be. No, not even in this universe either.
Yeah, it can't be possible.
Now this is a comedy universe. Is this a new comedy?
Exactly. It's not even possible in a fictional universe unless you are retarded. If you're going for a retardation, okay, fine. Yes, Metal Gear Solid, all that shit. A magic arm, an arm gets grafted onto a guy, and the arm takes over the guy's voice and personality. If you're willing to say yes, Metal Gear Solid is fucking stupid, and anyone who takes it even the slightest bit serious is an abject retard. Okay, yeah, I'm fucking completely on board. That it's obvious. It's so obvious. We said it before any of you ever did say it, because you're gay too. But the people who try to actually pretend there's an explanation for this, and then Kojima himself trying to act like the explanation for it was so stupid, because it was like, well, he grafted the arm onto himself, and then he started to imitate Liquid Snake because he was so inspired and influenced by Liquid Snake. So he started using a vocal coach to fucking change his voice and imitate him. And it's like, no. First of all, that wouldn't have any bearing on anything. It wouldn't do anything. I could do that right now. What would it do?
Engravings on your gun. It wouldn't even do anything.
Yeah, exactly. It's like that's exactly it. Very good comparison, actually. It's like putting engravings on your gun. It wouldn't mean anything. I could start doing an imitation of Cam Clark. If I did that, would I instantly be running a private army that would take over a fucking decommissioned nuclear base? No. It doesn't mean anything. It's not significant. It's retarded. And it doesn't mean anything even in the game universe for any reason. But
the Cam Clark is back.
And that, well, there's that, I guess. There's an element of that. But it didn't turn Ocelot black.
It's my favorite Ninja Turtle.
Yes. Him and Lorenzo Music. Anyways,
so which one's Lorenzo Music?
Leonardo? Or Donatello? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't even know anymore. Anyway,
we would have to pickpocket the dummy without ringing the bells.
Was that
from the movie? That was from the movie.
Yeah, Ninja Turtles movie.
Was that from the second movie, actually? The Superior...
yeah, the first movie, there's just like, they're hanging out at this empty house with a guy in a ski mask. I mean, I don't even get the first movie at all. It's really weird.
That was the entire first movie. They just hang out in a room with a guy in a ski mask. Why are they doing that?
Yeah, it's like Splinter gets kidnapped and they go hang out at this house in the country for a while.
Do you want to see Krang? Do you want to see Dimension X? No, of course not.
No, why would you want to see that? Therefore, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie sucks. All of the movies suck, except for Secret of the Ooze, which is great, wonderful classic.
It was the second movie. which is great.
The superior second movie, which
because
it doesn't have Krang. It doesn't have Krang either, but still,
rapper ever, the best rapper in human history.
Well, one of the greatest musicians in human history, my boy, fucking Robert Van Winkle, also known by the plebs, you plebeian mundies,
the plebeian masses.
Yes, as Vanilla Ice.
He slept for 500 years and then he invented rap.
Yes, he invented rap, and the black man stole it from him. That's how you know that they are bad people.
Yakub was listening in.
What else?
Yakub was listening to the white man and fucking stealing our wonderful.
What else?
White.
Stealing everything. Stealing rap. Holy shit.
White ideas.
13% of the gods commit 50%
of the stealing of music from wonderful, beautiful, holy, perfect ivory icons was the way you put it that one time. Ivory icons. Anyway,
that's a good one. That's a good one. That's the one that didn't. That's the one that didn't go too far.
Didn't. D-I-N-T. Didn't.
Didn't.
Like did two more beef stew. Speaking of that being a good one, another great episode as usual. Maybe a little shorter than usual, but hey,
flawless.
You should be hitting your bony knees and begging us for more episodes, or go to our Patreon, patreon.com/smuglaily. We never plug it. But you should have been going there the whole time without us prompting it. I mean, what's wrong with you that you need us to actually tell you of things that are in front of your fucking face? You motherfucker. So unlike, share, recomment, unsubscribe, and go away now. We'll see you next time. Get the fuck out of here. Never come back. And Hideo Kojima is the David Cage of Japan.
Hideo Kojima is the piss fetishist of the David Cage of Japan.
Yes. And we'll see.
Piss coke old.
Piss cook. Kojima.
Coke wold.
Coke woke lold. And we'll see you next time.